Welcome to the post-game press conference after the game Angola against South Sudan. The end result 78-101. May I please ask everyone in the room to switch their devices to silent, please, so we can get the statements from coach and player first. I have with me now Paulo Leonel and coach Jose Claros Canaz from Angola. Leonel, your statement first, please.
It's going to be a little bit emotional because it's his last game with the national team. Okay.
Eu quero primeiro agradecer
I want to thank
a todos os meus colegas,
to all my people,
a todos os treinadores,
all the coaches,
por tudo que fizeram por mim.
for everything that they did for me.
Hoje fiz o meu último jogo com a camisola da seleção nacional.
Today I had my last game with a national team jersey.
Não foi fácil.
It was not easy.
Muito obrigado especial ao Will Voigtman, que ali está.
Also, Will Boyd,
Também foi meu treinador.
who also was my coach.
Muito obrigado por tudo.
Thank you for everything.
E dizer que não foi um jogo bom.
It was
Nós
not a good
perdemos.
game. We lost.
Não estou aqui para dar desculpas.
I'm
Não.
not here to give you excuses.
Tenho que assumir que a equipa do Sul-Sudão foi muito mais forte que nós.
I have to assume that the South Sudan team was much better than us.
E temos que seguir com isso.
And we got to continue.
Thank you. Coach, your statement for the game, please.
Well, first I want to thank Leo. This is first. I want to thank Leo for all his dedication, his hard work, his mentality, his desire to give everything on the court and off the court for the others, always thinking about the team first, like no one I met before. And I think that he's an example for the others, for all these youngers, that they have to learn and follow for the future and try to develop with his mentality, with his way of work and his dedication through the national team. And then about the game, obviously South Sudan was a very strong team. We start not really good, so they already take 14 points lead too early. But we fought hard. The players never give up. They believed that all the time that they could try to reduce, and they were trying everything, but it was not possible. I'm happy for African team that is a new country like South Sudan who reached the Olympics. My only concern is that I have to tell this, that I think it's not correct that any national team appear from one day to another with 5 or 6 new players that never played before with the national team, with 28, 29, 27, 25. So this is not the way that African teams like Angola trying to develop their own players from the ground. And obviously they have very good talent, very good quality, like they had in the windows, but only 6 players from the windows are here when they were amazing too. So I wish them all the best, and we'll see on the long term how we are going to be, Angola, how it's going to be on the long term when my players get that age. And let's see how we are going to develop. This is our factor. And also I would like to thank Philippines for all this organization was really excellent. I mean, maximum level. I think they did very well. Also, even the team that still didn't win, I think they have a lot of pressure. the fans and everybody was supporting very hard, and I think it's a very good, tough team and a quality team that play in a very tough team. Maybe the toughest team in the World Championship, because nobody expect that we could compete. Nobody expect Dominican Republic was so good, and we already know that Italy was a very, very high level. So just want to say thank to all these people.
Thank you, Coach. I would like to open up the room for questions. Please make sure you state your name and the outlet you are working for first. Yes, one question in the front.
Good evening, Leo, Ivan from Dagot, Philippines. So personally, how tough was it that you're going to end your international career with a loss?
Como antecedentes después de haber perdido este último juego de tu carrera, ¿no?
Epa,
O del aprendizaje que existe, ¿no? Sí.
muito desanimado, muito triste. Porque não
Very,
era o que eu
very
queria.
sad, because this is not what I want.
Mas eu acredito que nós não perdemos, nós aprendemos.
But
Vamos seguir para a vida.
he believed that we didn't lose today, that we learned today. So we didn't lose today, we learned today.
Quick follow-up. Who do you think would be your next in line among the current players for Angola?
Who was the best?
Who would be his next in line, probably?
Who?
Next in line, the successor.
¿Quién va a ser un jugador de futuro? No sé. No percebo bem o que dice.
Jogador. Nós temos Bruno, temos o
We got
Silvio,
Bruno, Silvio,
o Kevin,
o Kevin,
o próprio Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Eu acho que eles são jogadores com um futuro muito grande.
They're players with a big future. Gilson.
O Gilson Bango, o Shield.
O Gilson.
Yeah. Mateus.
Thank you. Do we have any
Mateus,
more
não pergunta.
questions?
Mateus.
In English or
Não pergunta
also
nada.
in Portuguese?
Como?
Yes. One more
Você
question in the
pode
front, please.
perguntar.
Hi guys, here Kevin Chareun for Uku Web from Argentina. Lionel, I can feel your emotion today, so in nomio Basquete, obrigado and parabéns for your history with the national team. I want to ask you what is in your brain right now, who is in your mind and who was in your mind during this World Cup and during this last game.
Na verdade, é uma frustração.
No, dice que tienes en tu mente ahora y también que has tenido durante tu mente durante este mundial, durante todo este período.
Percebi. Na verdade, nesse momento,
At this moment,
mentalmente tenho uma
Mentally,
pequena frustração
I have a
porque
little frustration.
nós acabamos de não alcançar o objetivo que nós pretendíamos,
We
né?
didn't get the goal that we want,
Que era ir para os Jogos
that
Olímpicos.
it was to be on the Olympics.
Durante o Campeonato do Mundo, desde o primeiro jogo que perdemos contra a Itália, que nos ficava sempre a sensação que podíamos ter feito mais, que podíamos ter ganho.
During the
Infelizmente,
World Championship, from the first game, we always believed that we could do a little bit more and we could even win.
infelizmente não correu. Depois
It-
ganhamos as Filipinas, a equipa da
After
casa.
we won the home team,
Contra a
Philippines,
República Dominicana também ficou-nos a sensação que podíamos ter ganho, que
with
podíamos ter
Dominican
feito mais.
Republic, we also get close, but
E
it was a sensation.
essa é a frustração que paira na minha mente nesse momento.
And this feeling is on my head at this moment.
Obrigado. For the coach, I want to ask you, you were so close in a lot of games, in the first one against Italy, against Dominicana as well. I want to ask you, what is your balance about this World Cup, about talking, of course, of the Angola team?
Well, my balance is always thinking about what is also our purpose as a federation. We are trying to come back what we used to be, or what Angola used to be in the past. You know, it was 30 to 15 years ago, Angola was dominant in Africa. So now that we are trying to push for new players, we know that it's nothing will come from one day to another. We know that we need time. We know that we need to risk. We know that we have to give minutes to players that still they are not proof their level on the maximum level. And I know that we have shown that we compete well, because in the past, this team losing 40 and 50 points, not very far ago. So now we show that we can compete, but we also show that we're still missing little. And this little, it's a lot of years. This little is about a lot of work. This little is following a plan that it must be always not from during this 6 weeks period where you are working, also should be during the whole year. We still don't have a professional league where only 2, maybe 3 teams pay a little bit money. So some of these players still not competing abroad on that top level, that like most of these, for example, South Sudan, only 1 player is playing in South Sudan. All of them are professional, totally professional. And you can see that, it's not the same to be playing in a local league that playing abroad on a top level. So we need to see how we can still developing, and at the same time push and try to get better in positions that we lack shooting, we lack size on the guards. I think that the inside we're going to be very good in the future. 4 or 5 of these young guys they're going to be dominant in 4 or 5 years. They're going to be 28, 27, 25, some of them, 21. So I think in 5 years this team will be very, very, very good. But obviously one day somebody have to give the opportunity. We were lucky to have a player like him, that he has shown the way in terms of work, in discipline, on the court and off the court, especially off the court. He has been doing incredible stuff, not only in World Championship, every window. Even one that he couldn't play because he was injured, he fly out from Portugal to be there to show what is that presence. And now let's see how we continue on that.
I think I saw 2 more questions, one up here, then we move to the back.
Sorry, can I make my question in Portuguese?
Of course.
Lionel, tu herdaste a braçadeira de capitão, a capitania da seleção há 4 anos atrás, 5, a partir do Eduardo Domingas, na China. Passado este tempo, sais, que legado deixas para os futuros jogadores, tendo em conta que também não sabemos se o treinador vai continuar com a seleção nacional? Que legado é que fica para o futuro? E esta pergunta e respostas são naturalmente mais direcionadas para o público de Angola.
He's asking, traduzo, he's asking what is the legacy that he's going to leave after Mingas, the former captain, let him the captain position. What is the legacy that he's giving to the young guys that they are in the group now?
Respondendo, nós sabemos que o nosso país é um país conservador e nós temos hábitos e costumes.
We know that we are a conservative country, that we have some habits and some routines.
E da mesma maneira que o Eduardo Mingas herdou a capitania e os hábitos e os costumes, a tradição dentro da seleção, foi da mesma maneira que eu herdei, e o que eu herdei e aprendi na altura quando eu entrei, o capitão era o Carlos Almeida, com Carlos Almeida, depois o Mingas. Todos os costumes e hábitos eu passei ao subcapitão, ao primeiro subcapitão e ao segundo subcapitão. E atualmente também já estou a passar, fiz o máximo para passar de todos os hábitos e costumes da seleção ao Bruno. Fernando.
He's saying that from Carlos Almeida to Mingas and then now him, he has take all of these legacy also from them, and from them to the other, and the other from him, and from him he's going to deliver, and he has been delivering to the new guys, and now to Bruno.
Só para que nunca percamos a nossa verdadeira identidade. Nós sabemos que o treinador Pep começou a renovar a seleção e entrou muita gente nova, muita malta nova. E nós sabemos que a malta nova, nós temos que ser um bocado implacáveis com eles.
Yeah, he's saying that once the coach came in, we renewed the national team, and that we have to be very straight. Very straight with the new generations.
E eu, naturalmente, de tudo que aprendi e herdei, fui tentando passar aos subcapitães e não só, também aos jogadores mais novos, de como nos devemos comportar, que é importante o cumprimento dos horários, implacavelmente, de qualquer atividade da seleção. É importante que o mínimo detalhe que se falha na seleção, não no campo, mas fora do campo, pode se traduzir de uma maneira negativa dentro do campo para nós. Então, eu tenho a sensação que passei tudo o que aprendi ao Gerson Luquen e ao Gerson Domingos e ao Bruno.
I have the feeling that I bring all the thing that I bring from also the other captains. It was my intention, because all the little details that happens during national team of the court, even the most little detail, it takes. It's so important at the end of the day, and it reflects on the court. So I try to be very straight with that and try to help. And I pass this to Gerson Domingos, Gerson Luquen, or Bruno.
Agora eles têm um caminho muito longo pela frente.
Now they have a very long way.
E tenho a certeza que eles aprenderam. Vamos agora apreciá-los.
And I think they have
Trabalhar.
learned. And now, apreciados, ¿qué quieres decir con apreciados?
Olhar o que eles vão fazer.
And now let's see how they develop. Let's see what they're gonna do.
Tudo.
Final question back, please.
Yeah, so far in this tournament, which game would you say was the toughest?
¿Qué juego ha sido el más duro?
Eu penso que foi o jogo contra a Dominicana.
I think it was a Dominican Republic game.
Porque nós conhecemos como é que são os sul-americanos, que são jogadores muito físicos, muito
Because we know
duros.
that they are physical team, and Dominican Republic and all the Latin American teams.
E na verdade foi o jogo que para mim foi o mais difícil aqui no Campeonato do Mundo.
And I think it was the most difficult one on this World Championship. The toughest one, sorry.
Do you want to answer the question as well? No. Thank you so much for being here today. This concludes the first part of the press conference. Leonel, congrats on a great career. Best of luck in the future. Welcome back to the second part of the post-game press conference after the game Angola against South Sudan. Again, the score 78 to 101. South Sudan this way not only winning the game, but also winning a bid to go to the Paris 2024 Olympics. Congratulations, Coach and Kwani, on qualifying for the Olympics. Kwani, let's get your statement on the game and the tournament first.
Yeah. First of all, yeah, like you mentioned, the fact that we're going to the Olympics is still a surreal moment. Everyone is still celebrating in there, so you guys kind of took us out early, but we're still going to go back celebrate with them. But overall, it was a great game. Angola never gave up. They still, even to the last minute, they were still fighting. Kudos to Coach Royale and the rest of the coaches for putting a great game plan together, and we just had to stick by it. They're a very physical team, rebounding, running out, hitting some shots, and for us it was just a matter of staying together and just know that this is all part of the game, and if we just weather the storm, we'll be able to get the win. So that's what happened.
Thank you. Coach.
Well, first of all, I lost my voice because I continue to yell, but I'm so thankful, and I want to give the shout-outs to my coaching staff, Fortune Solomon, Luol Deng, my high school coach, Joe Montagna, Joe Dang, Flo, Mandela Tenney, the medical staff for keeping our guys healthy, Tom, Dr. Jules. Man, what a game, what a game. I'm speechless right now, to be quite honest. It's so surreal. Going to the Olympics. I have nothing to say.
Do we have any questions today from the audience? Yes, one over here. Please state your name and the outlet you're working for.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win and the ticket going to the Olympics. We all know that South Sudan is facing societal problems and issues, conflicts now. How do this World Cup campaign and the ticket going to the Olympics spark rays of hope for your country? Thank you.
This team is a beam of light. Like I keep on saying, every post game, we're bringing unity, camaraderie, love and friendship to this country. And what we did, this country's only been independent for 12 years. To do this, for Luol Deng to put this together, this is incredible. This is incredible. My players, I take my hat off to my players because they trusted us from day one, my coaching staff. We worked hard. We stayed up nights in Tunisia, breaking down film. We were undermanned, and now we're here. We're going to the Olympics. Thank you to the people of South Sudan for staying with us, supporting us. I love this team. Man, this is a great feeling. This is a great feeling. I wish I could bottle this up right now.
I saw one more question in the first row.
Here, Kevin Chareon for UcuWeb from Argentina. For both of you, congratulations. My national team is not playing here, so I came here not just to work, but also to have some joy. And you and your fans gave me a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. I mean, I was crying today in the Tribune. You play with not only with your brain, but also with passion, with heart, with effort. You are a really amazing team, guys. I want to ask you what this qualification represents for you.
I think for us, just even being here in itself is an achievement, massive achievement, not only for players, but just obviously, like Coach mentioned before, for our country. When we go out there and play, we show a lot of things that what the country is capable of. First of all, like Coach mentioned, the camaraderie, coming together, unity. For us, the reason why we go out there and play with so much passion is that we know each win, takes us closer to, showing the world what we're capable of. And every time we win, it's South Sudan basketball. It's painting the country in a positive image. People are not talking about war, corruption, not talking about, all the killings, everything going on, displacement. It's just literally South Sudan basketball all the time, and that's what we try to emulate out there on the court. Just trying to show people, that we're here, we're capable of doing a lot, and I think with this win, like you mentioned, Lordang was telling us earlier that South Sudan has never been represented in the Olympics. It's our first time here, World Cup, creating history. But for the Olympics as well, we've had a lot of athletes represent different countries, under different flags. And I think for us to be able to do it for the first time as a country really means a lot. And that's why we were fighting so hard to be able to get that opportunity. And, right now, I'm sure people are celebrating, happy about it, but we've got to go back and put in the work and get ready for it because it's a whole nother level now. But we're just very happy and excited to be there.
I guess our motto is, I got this from my friend. He said, eyes on the prize. And I went back with my team and I said, we're this close. We can't look back. We got to stay focused, no distraction. Keep your eyes on the prize. And those guys did that. Kudos to my guys.
My name is Dennis Lejubo, MTN TV Plus. Congratulations to you, coach and captain, and to the whole Bright Stars. Just two questions and one request for coach. Angola was physical. They have big men. They have good shooters, good point guards. What did you do to stop them? And then for captain, Angola is ranked 4th. They been giants of Africa for a while. What does it mean to you to actually beat them and actually become a rising giant of Africa? And then for both of you, just one last shout out to the people of South Sudan across the world and back at home.
Well, our game plan was to throw multiple defenses at Angola. We play zone, we play man, we press. We try to take away their shooting. I know number 5, he hit, how many threes did he have? Yeah, he was 4 for 14. I mean, offensive rebound is their mantra. That's what they are good at, and they actually had 25. But my guys just stay with it. We stay composed. It was runs in the game, but we never flinched. We kept on competing. We kept on getting stops. We kept the pace up. Our pace is pretty good. When we play fast and we get out, we shoot threes. And those guys just stay with the game plan for 40 minutes. I said, possession by possession. Don't take a possession off. Don't get distracted. Don't worry about the score. Keep on playing. And they did that. To the fans of South Sudan, I want to say, Warrior, South Sudan, we here. Number 1 in Africa, not to brag.
Thank you. One more question all the way in the back.
My name is Charles Tichimenson from MTN TV Plus. My question is to Kwani. As the game started, I realized it was I thought it was easy for South Sudan, and it got to a point and it became, a little tough. What was your expectation, and what is it that happened in terms of the game itself, and what is the learning that you take from this?
I think as Dennis mentioned before, Angola's a top 4, number 4 team in Africa, as you mentioned. All the teams that are here, deserve to be here. They worked hard to get here. So we knew it wasn't going to be an easy, light game. We knew we had to, come out and play hard. And, we knew they were going to keep on fighting and fighting. I think for us, like Coach mentioned, we just had to find ways to, exploit their weaknesses on offense and defense, find ways to attack them and, just continue to wear them out. At the end, we were able to stop their three-pointers. At the start, they were really aggressive on the offensive rebounds. I think they ended up getting 25, which is not... It's hard to win a game if you let a team get 25 offensive rebounds, but we were able to, continue to punish them down the other end, and I think that's literally what turned the game around. But kudos to Angola. They're a really, really good team, tough team, and, they've been the giants of Africa for a while, went to numerous World Cups, numerous Olympics, and, for us, it's just trying to learn from teams like that, see what they did, how they got there, and continue to improve, on our end. So we'll take this win and just continue to improve from there.
Yes, one more question in the front.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Coach Royal. Ivan from Dagot, Philippines. So I believe you formed this national team in 2013. So what's the secret to forming an Olympic-bound team in just 10 years?
I wasn't here from the start. This is going into my third year. Like I will always say, this is Luol Deng's vision. I'm just a small cog in a machine, and I'm just humbled for the opportunity to be able to coach these guys and to inspire these guys. And these guys, I feed off their energy, and it's been a great time for me to just help these guys in any capacity, on and off the court. These players are good people, and at the end of the day, they're high character people. And I'm glad to be a part of this team. I'm glad to be South Sudanese. Hopefully I get my passport soon, but this has been a humbling journey in my coaching experience, and I've grown. I had heartaches. I had a lot of ebbs and flows, but just continuing to grow as a team, to grow as a unit, and it's a great feeling right now to be in this position, and I'll never take it for granted.
Thank you. Final question up here in the front, please.
Good evening, everybody. Cesare Minanti from Europes. Congrats, guys, on such an amazing achievement. Is this the best sporting day of your life to you both?
Are you serious? We're going to the Olympics.
Yes, sir.
Like, the Olympics? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Kwani?
No, I still, I think literally 3 years ago when Luol Deng, took over, became the president of the South Sudan Basketball Federation, when we were starting in Nairobi, literally playing on concrete floor, Zone 5, I never thought that we would be here. So it's definitely one of the best days ever. One of my best days ever, and I'm sure, we'll continue to celebrate. But yeah, this is literally definitely the best day ever for South Sudan.
Sorry, a year ago we were practicing outside with eagles flying around while we were practicing, and the courts were flooded. Like, to go from there to come and play in front of these fans in the Philippines, man, I'm on cloud 9 right now. It's a great feeling. These guys work. They persevered. They listen. It's a great feeling. Kudos to my guys, because without them, we wouldn't be standing right here. They did everything I asked them to do, and now we're reaping the benefits, and it's a good feeling. So we got to go back to the drawing board, get better, and move this train, because it's not stopping. We'll continue to get better.
Congratulations again on an incredible campaign. Thank you to you both. This concludes the press conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.